Good morning, kids. This is Grandma Freeman, and I just wanted to show you uh, what I'm trying to do to attach the top of the quilt to the batting and the backing pieces. And this is what I'm using. This is how I'm attaching it by sewing hearts in the intersections, or where the pieces meet together. I did a border, and so here's the outline or stem stitch. And number one, you see you come from the back side of your fabric on point A, and then you go back into the material on point B, and you come out at point C. And then on number two, as you come out all the way out on point C, you go in on point D, and then you come back out on point B. And you can see the tip of the needle coming out on point B. And then this is what the outline stitch looks like. Of course, I'm doing hard, so it's curved. And what I did wrong here, and I realized it as I started to do this heart on the quilt, I just took a piece of fabric and folded it. It was already pressed together. And but when I did it, you can see it was too long. It was more like an inch. And so I was like an inch and then coming out a half an inch and going back in. So that doesn't look right. But I will show you what my first attempt on the quilt looks like after I figured that part out. And of course, this is a learning curve for me. I've never done this before. So this is what the heart looks like. It may not be perfect, but it does, at a distance, it looks like an outline of a heart. But the problem that I found, and I'm not sure how I did this wrong, but that's what it looks like. It should be a complete chain, but anyhow, and then that little piece that is sticking out there, I can just kind of twine it in between the stitches until it's all gone, or until I can cut it off. That's so it won't come out. But I'm not real happy with that. But over here, it kind of is together, not perfectly. But I think as I understand what I'm doing better, I think I can make the backside look a little bit better. And, well, that was my first one on the quilt. So all I have left, and I did outline it. I used that little template that I made with cardboard to do all the little intersections in between the squares. So some are fainter than others. And then there's this strip back here. This is my quilting rack, and I have good luck. What it does, it holds the material taut. Right here, I took it out here because I wanted to show you the back side of that, and see that fits over the bar on both sides and on the ends as well. And then if you pull them down a little bit, it makes the material taut, and all the material, including the batting and the backing, is very taut and together, so that when you work, everything's going to be smoother. It will turn out much smoother. And I'm going to put that piece back on. What I did already is I sewed this right here. I sewed the border all the way around because I did this because I wanted to make sure that the border was on this first. But I didn't sew it back here. I just pinned it with safety pins all the way around. So I'm going to take those safety pins out when I finish it. And I may do it by hand with some quilting thread. I'm not sure yet. Or I can sew it on the machine together. But I think it would turn out better if I did it by hand on the back. And this is my backing. It's the pink material. And And this is going to be kind of fun. It's not perfect here, but I'm going to work at that very hard. And then over here this is all one whole long piece that I had sewn together from strips. But I had it marked here, and then I tried it, and it's going to be hard to get that pencil marking out there. They don't show this. It doesn't show when I sew over it. But this part, I'm going to take this out again and redo it. I'll probably bring this piece over where the marking is, so it comes out to over here. So that won't show. I'll probably do it that way. Anyway, only 24 more to go, and if I only did one heart per day, I would have this done in less than a month as far as the embroidery of the outline stitch. And then if I do better on the other ones and it looks better on the other side, I can always rip this out with my seam ripper and do it over again. So I'm going to try very hard. I don't know how I managed to mess that up so bad on the other side, but I can't see it and I can't use an embroidery hoop because it would only do just, it wouldn't be taut enough to get it in the right place. So I have to use this, and I will attach that other piece over the bar and pull that tighter when I do the next one. And I can move this around, although this is the size of a baby quilt, and so I don't know, I can lean in, I can sit down and do this, which makes it a whole lot easier. I don't have to stand and bend over, which that hurts my back after a while. But anyhow, this is coming along, and her birthday's in November, and 6 months have already passed. So I think I have about 5 more months to go to get this finished. Well, we'll see how it turns out. I may get back to you and show you better hearts. This one's not as perfect, but that's my first one on the quilt. Okay, kids, I hope you enjoy this. And, this is a learning curve for me. I've never done much cloth painting, and getting the strips right is a big problem in itself. And so that's why I don't want to show you how I'm doing it, because it takes me about an hour to get one little heart done. That's why I say if I do one a day, I can get this done in less than a month, this part. Of course, the rest of it is, I do have to trim. The reason I didn't sew it together yet is because I have to trim the batting a little bit. And right now it's just folded over, so I'll probably have the fold line to trim on. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.